Consider the SSB generation here. We have two techniques for generating the SSB signal. One is frequency discrimination method, second one it is phase discrimination method. I will discuss first frequency discrimination method to generate the SSB signal here. The frequency discrimination method, the block diagram follows like this. A message signal and carrier signal, first it is applied to a product modulator. For this product modulator we are applying at the input side message signal m of t, and with the help of a local oscillator we take a carrier signal here. Output of this local oscillator we are considering that AC cos 2 pi FCT, and the product modulator output it is applied to a band pass filter. At the output of band pass filter we need to get this SSB signal in this frequency discrimination method. Observe that the product modulator input message signal and carrier signal multiplied in this product modulator, so that the output, which is m of t multiplied by c of t, is nothing but a DSB-SC signal. A DSB-SC signal, if you consider the spectrum, message signal spectrum I am considering this, and carrier signal we know that two impulse functions, and DSB spectrum we have two sidebands presenting centered at carrier frequency like this. So this band pass filter, based on the pass band frequency range, we will consider that one of the sideband from these two sidebands. Then if I consider the band pass filter pass band from FC to FC plus FM, then at the output we will get that upper sideband SSB with this spectrum. Observe that only one sideband present at the output of this this generator, so that is only upper sideband is allowed by this band pass filter, because band pass filter pass band, that is starting from FC to FC plus FM, so that only from FC to FC plus FM we are getting that pass band. This upper sideband is allowed to the output of the band pass filter. It attenuates the unwanted lower sideband from this DSB, so that we are getting that one sideband at the output of band pass filter like this. If you get the pass band range from FC to FC minus FM, like this, then at the output we will get the LSB SSB with spectrum ranging from FC minus FM to FC here. So based on the pass band of this band pass filter, we will allow the required sideband from the DSB and will attenuate the unwanted sideband from this DSB to generate a single sideband at the output of this modulator. So this is the frequency discrimination method to generate the SSB signal. But the major drawback of this SSB signal generation by using frequency discrimination method, it is the band pass filters. If you take the quality factor, even if you consider the quality factor in thousands, it is very difficult to attenuate the unwanted sideband here, because the pass band characteristics, these are the ideal characteristics of band pass filter, but practically we are having that a slow transition time like this. So provided the pass band like this, we will get some portion of unwanted sideband here at the output of the modulator. So this is the biggest drawback of this frequency discrimination method to generate this SSB signal here by using practical band pass filters. Even with high quality factor, costly band pass filters we are using, we will get some portion of the unwanted sideband at the output of the modulator. So this frequency discrimination method is rarely used. Phase discrimination method is popularly used here. Let us see the second technique, that is phase discrimination method to generate SSB. For this, let us consider the standard or canonical form of this SSB signal. We have the representation in time domain. For SSB it is AC by 2 m of t multiplied by cos 2 pi fct plus or minus ac by 2 m cap of t sin 2 pi fct. This is the time domain representation for the SSB signal. Here what is the first term means? Message signal multiplied with carrier signal. In the second term, sin 2 pi fct is multiplied with Hilbert transform of this message signal. So let us consider the block diagram as per this equation. M of t it is considered, it is applied to a product modulator here, and after taking a wide band 90 degrees phase shifter, which is nothing but the Hilbert transform of this message signal m of t, we will get m cap of t at the output of this wideband 90 degrees phase shifter. It is applied to a product modulator. So we are using two product modulators here to generate two different terms, and a local oscillator is considered to generate the high frequency carrier signal which is directly applied to the upper product modulator with AC cos 2 pi fct here, and it is taken to the 90 degrees phase shifter here, so that the 90 degrees phase shifter output we are getting that AC sin 2 pi fct. So the product modulator, if you observe the upper one, message signal multiplied with AC cos 2 pi fct here. Of course here AC by 2 is there, you can consider the required amplitude here. Then m of t multiplied by AC by 2 cos 2 pi fct will get at the output of this product modulator, which is the first term here. And then the second term we are having that m cap of t multiplied with sin 2 pi fct. This m cap of t is multiplying with this sin 2 pi fct to get the second term at the output of second product modulator, and these two are combined with plus or minus sign here. Observe, we need to take adder. This adder we have to add this second product modulator output with plus or minus sign to generate the SSB signal here. If you observe plus sign in this canonical form or standard form of this SSB representation, plus sign is representing for LSB term, minus sign is representing for upper sideband term. So if you need the LSB term, use the plus sign here. If you need upper sideband, use this minus sign here. This is the block diagram to generate SSB signal by using phase discrimination method. It is widely used method or popularly used method when compared to this frequency discrimination method to generate an SSB signal.